It's me. No, I swear it's you. Engaging the core, I see though.
Trying to always on the ball. Never be sitting on a chair. That's the rule.
That's the rule, eh?
If you're sitting, you can't be on a chair.
Interesting.
Are you tired? Are your feet sore?
What are you getting on about?
I don't know. I'm just kind of hyper. A little out of sorts.
Oh,
So, yeah, and I think I need you to do some therapy with me right now.
I want to dive into that. But
Yes,
first,
you're you,
and you are him,
and together.
we are dads
Who
who swing.
swing aggressively on Black Friday deals.
Is it still
Um,
that? It can't still be Black Friday deals.
Cyber Monday. I don't know. It's just that blur of I missed all of the deals because of my vacation. And now
That's tough.
now I'm either going to be stuck paying full price for stuff or just hope that they have some kind of year end blowout.
There's always something going on. There's always a sale going on of some sorts.
Never sit down on a chair and never pay full price.
So you're just taking care of that. You just don't want to have that anterior pelvic tilt.
I'm not sure what it is. I mean, I there was a manager at one of my old jobs that always used to do this. I mean, he was like the fitness director of fitness, like the gym director, I guess. So that's probably why. But I always noticed, like, if I sat down in chairs for a while, like I'm talking work chairs, you get sore, right? You're just like, oh, so I'm like, here it's like if I do get sore, I just give myself a 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounce, and I can stand up and I'm good.
And he's ready to go. I feel like I get made fun of at work. I
I,
do.
de- I definitely get made fun of,
But
but
you're like, I don't care.
well, it's not to my face.
You know what though? There's something to be said. I would rather be made fun of behind my back. It is way less hurtful than when people make fun of me in my face.
Yeah, and don't tell me that they're making fun of me behind my back.
Yeah, I don't want to know any of that. If someone wants to make fun of me behind my back, that's awesome. That's way better than in my face.
Yeah,
It means they don't want me to hear it either. They're being
exactly.
considerate of our feelings.
Yeah, they don't care enough to let me know. So it might not even be real.
Might not even be real. So you're hyper right now. That's good. Did you blast through that workout you sent me?
Yeah, you know what? This is more of a yoga phase for me right now. I'm feeling beat up, Josh, and what I really wanted to get into right now was I'm struggling with coming
Okay.
back to reality. I think I just see my name in the bright Vegas lights. Andrew, come play roulette. Come play gas station slot machines.
That's better. I thought you were gonna be like Andrew, come be a bartender at Countdown or whatever the big pool bar for college sports was.
Oh, stadium swim? No, like not at all. I don't want any of that. It's just the action there. It's just the action which is calling me, and it's like, I mean, I think I got some stuff going on with work that's definitely contributing to the stress and the I guess anxiety that I'm feeling right now. But I have been just an emotional roller coaster the past couple days, like Friday, Saturday. Sunday was pretty good because we went to go over to a friend's house, but a couple of friends' house. But man, yesterday, first real day back at work, and I was just like irritable,
Yeah.
um, short, with everybody, with work people, with my family and stuff. And I'm like, man, what's going on? Like, you can't be on vacation. And it's funny because as I'm saying it, and I know how ridiculous this sounds in my head, it's like I know I can't be on vacation all the time. And when I was on vacation, I was looking at my buddies, and I was like, I have it the best, I think. I have it the hardest, I think, too, but also the kind of the best. So it's like, well, this is you don't get the best without the hard.
That's true. And you can't be on permanent vacation yet. Like you'll get there. That's the whole point, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and I like work. I mean, like I said, I do have some stuff going on there where it's just that time of year and it's cranked up a notch. So a little hard to come back to there, but it's not like my kids or my wife are doing anything like bad. Like they're not trying to make me feel guilty or anything, or even making me feel guilty. It's more just like, oh man, like I'm just back to it. I guess I'm shouldering more of the load than I did on vacation.
Yeah.
Not to say my wife doesn't do anything. She does a ton, a metric ton. She probably does more than me. But it's been tough. I'm like, oh, I gotta do this. I gotta take that out. I gotta walk this dog again. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, and I wonder if because there was like how many of you guys went on that trip again? Four,
Four of us.
and you guys so you quartered everything, right?
Pretty. I mean, pretty much. Like I was doing the breakfasts. Someone else was kind of making the preparing the lunches. And then suppers were kind of spread out. Depending what we were doing that night. I think I did the lion's share of preparations and just making sure the I's were dotted and the T's were crossed. Like all the park reservations, all the gear lookup, trailhead lookup. It was that did fall on me, so I kind of was the dad on the trip, you know. But yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know what it is, Josh. I'm struggling coming
I don't
back
know,
to
man.
reality.
Give yourself some grace. It was Monday yesterday. It was day
That's
one,
true too. That's the thing. I'm like,
right?
is it just like I think I'm getting some bigger signs. It's more, I think, on the work front that's just bleeding over a bit. But
Well, yeah, because once you get back from essentially just you're doing what you want to do for the last week or however long it was, right?
yeah,
And then now all of a sudden, boom, timeline, right? Get this in, get that in. We need this done. Wrap it up year end or the end of the quarter, whatever it is, right? Yeah, man, it's day one back. It's day one. You got to
I
ease back into reality.
I got to give myself some grace.
You know what? There's a lot to be said, and I never used to really agree with that, but there's a lot to be said about just giving yourself grace and just being like, it's day one. Got to ease
Yeah,
into this, man.
yeah. No, I gotta just tone it down a bit.
Got to tone it down. You got to enjoy the journey. See where you're at. Also, you literally summited a mountain. You could have died. You summited a mountain. You faced fear. You looked death in the eye and said, "Not today, my friend. Not today."
And that's just it. I think I was just probably rolling, of like a week full of just belly laughing and peak experiences back to the mundane of like 7:30. Dog has got to go out. 8:30, you gotta clean up after the kids breakfast. It's like then you're working. Then it's like, okay, lunchtime, crunch time, you know nap time, hustle, right? All that
Yeah,
stuff. So it's like,
yeah,
look, like this is really what you want. um
yeah.
you just gotta come down from, like you said, the adrenaline rush of confronting your deathly fear of heights.
And just being like essentially Sylvester Stallone and Cliffhanger for an entire day.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't I don't think, like, I had a big meeting yesterday and I could feel myself getting nervous for it. And I'm like, man, this barely even matters. You could have died last week. Like, you're like, you did this hike, you did Angel's Landing, you can afraid of heights. You could do anything now and it'll be
Yeah.
fine. It's
Now,
like
that being said, paycheck wise, it matters more than Angel's Landing for sure.
paycheck wise for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely.
When the mortgage is due, it matters more than Angel's Landing.
Yeah,
And you know what?
exactly. Of
You'll
course
hop
that
back into
matters.
that. I think too, it's kind of different for you because you went on a trip with friends and not family, right? So your entire family unit has still just been crushing on, right? Like soldiers would while you're gone, and you come back, and now it's like like you said before, like you need a vacation from a vacation, right? I think you talked about that last week, like when we get back, and it's like you get back and you're just thrown back into your regular routine because that's what everyone's been doing,
Hmm.
right? So you might be exhausted, like, oh, that's nice, you're exhausted, you had a break for a week,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, yeah. No, I can't exactly take another day in I'm here in the flesh but not here. It's like, no, that doesn't work. But I did have that thought. I was like, different than a work trip when I'm gone for a couple days, right? And they're still doing their routine and I have to reintegrate. It was just like pure rest and relaxation, even though, we just spoke how there wasn't a whole lot of either. But um part of me was like, did I just ruin kid-free vacations for myself? Like, if the come down is this bad, the next time this pops up and I'm like, I'd love to come. I just can't deal with the couple days after.
You know what? I think you're gonna have to you have to balance it out. Your wife's gonna have to come. It can still be kid free, uh, but that way you're both coming down at the same time. And you got that crutch for each other.
Yeah, or maybe that's worse though. I don't know. I don't
I
know
don't know.
if we're both like. What if she sees her name in the Vegas lights, and what if her pull back there is bigger than mine, right? So,
I think you guys are moving. You guys are gonna have to move to Henderson, outside of of Vegas, so you can afford a house.
or she goes herself.
Oh, that's tough.
That's tough. Now
That's heartbreaking
I'm a
now.
single dad. We lost our matriarch to
Oh my God.
the Buffalo slot machines.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that'd be a tough one. I mean, maybe she'll crack the code and come back right after she bankrupts Vegas at gas station VLTs, a couple of vilts.
Or she's bankrupt. Like that could just be the storyline for my kids becoming heroes. Who knows?
Could be. Yeah, changing their stripes. That's funny.
Yeah.
I love it. You know what? You'll be good. You'll be good. I think you got some stuff planned this week, I hope. Other than looking at photo, like have you been the classic, like you're supposed to be doing something at work and you're just looking down at your phone and just like scrolling through, looking at, at pictures of the trip. And you're just
No, not a ton. I mean, like I said, the big presentation was yesterday. Got a couple follow ups, but nothing crazy. Most of the company's off this month. I'm not. I took most of my vacation already, but yeah, a lot of people I work with are like, "Oh, I just got a couple more days left this month," and I'm like, "Okay, all right,
nice.
yeah."
I love that for them.
Well, and me, I guess too. Like if they're not around,
It almost works better for you. It's like you're getting a second round of vacation.
there's
It's
like there is an art to planning your vacation in the corporate world. There's an art. Like if you, I know a lot of people take, a lot of my American colleagues will take like time off around Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, because they get 3 days, 1 week. So it's like really you can get the whole week off if you take 2 days, or you take those 2 days plus 3 weeks, 3 days before. It's like you get 2 weeks off
yeah.
if you plan it right.
There is cheat codes to do that, right? It's like especially around the Christmas time. You can basically get 2 weeks off or 18 days for only using like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, the only crux there is where we live. It's not always the best time of year. Like it is, but I don't like having a lot of time off when a lot of people are off. So
Mm,
like everything's busy. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like if there is gatherings, it's fine, it's great. But if there's not, I'd rather taking that time off to do something than just sit around.
You know what? That's true. I used to work shift work, so I'd always be off all the time when everyone else is still working.
Yeah.
Right. So I can appreciate that because I've done both worlds. I've lived in both. Right. Family wise, for sure, like shift work's not the greatest, especially when your kids are old enough to be in daycare or school. Right. Then you're off and they're at school. Right. So you don't get to see them that much. Um, but yeah, I know what you mean because it's everyone's off and then there's just crowds everywhere. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah. If you want to go
and
skiing.
yeah, you're skiing, you're even going grocery store, like, oh, I'll do my errands, like nice and relaxed. And it's like, well, everyone is doing their errands nice and relaxed.
Yeah. And now we're on Mad Max Fury Road just trying to get to Walmart.
Just trying to park.
So when you got back, and it's good to know that you're not like just sitting there looking at your old photos. Like we don't need to treat you like a cold turkey heroin addict, right? To get you back to reality. But are you ever sitting there and be like, I don't know if I like technically by law have to listen to you now as my boss because did you see what I climbed back there?
You know,
I faced death.
I posted it on LinkedIn just to do the corporate flex. I mean, a very corporate themed post for sure. However, my boss and his boss haven't liked it.
They
So,
did.
no, they didn't. So I don't know if they know. I had colleagues who did it. One of them from a different department. I had to call her yesterday to ask her a favor, ask her a task, and she was like, "By the way, I saw that post. It was really cool. You did that." So part of me was like, pat on the
Yep.
back.
Look at that.
But I guess I have to bring it up with upper management now that I'm in line for higher earnings.
Just so you know, and I bench press more than you.
That's yeah, exactly.
Maybe
Or
you don't. I don't know.
yeah, I mean maybe you could tell.
The corporate world is so foreign to me. Like, did you have a good puffy vest in the picture that you put up on
No,
LinkedIn?
I think I posted the raw footage of
Hmm.
me like in my windbreaker with the hood on, like totally, totally tucked and afraid. Just raw emotion of like, yeah, I did this terrified. But I think that's something you said for maneuvering throughout the corporate world, right? Like sometimes you got to get up in front of the board and make it through a slide deck where you're like, I don't really know what I'm doing here.
Yeah,
Someone else should be doing this, and I'm terrified. But we'll get there together.
I love it. So, just to pivot a little bit here, I was thinking about this week here. After we chatted last, and you were telling me about like Angel's Landing. What age, if ever, would you do that with your kids? Like, when would you take them on
Man, probably.
a?
I don't know if I could.
That's fair, right? But it's just funny because you think back of things that we did back in the
think
like
I
the
don't think
early
I could be
'90s.
like, yeah, sorry to interrupt, Josh. I don't think I could take them, but if they were like, hey, I want to do this and I'm going to do this, would you do this with me? I would say, okay. But I don't think I could consciously bring them to that hike.
Like, obviously, we're not taking them there in like single digit ages, right? Like, you're
No,
not going
not
to
at
take a
all.
7 year old. Like, what was the
Yeah.
youngest person you saw on the trail there?
I think there was a kid that was probably like 14, 15.
Okay,
I think some of the videos maybe like they were like, oh, they were like a 12-year-old. I don't, yeah, like you said, I don't think single digits is it. Just because of the, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there are 9-year-olds or 8-year-olds that could do it, right? But that you just require a total focus and like no goofing around for yourself and other people too, right? Because like even if they're not afraid of heights, like my buddies coming down, like it was super sketchy coming down. Because going up,
yeah,
you're kind of tunneled. You can like you're just looking up and it's just the sky. But coming down, you're looking at the path, but over the cliffs.
yeah.
So a little more unnerving coming down for sure.
Yeah, because I do think it's important that we do put our kids in uncomfortable situations, but I also don't want the consequence of like one misstep to be death. Like, that's a pretty harsh lesson to be teaching at any age, right?
Oh yeah, and then I mean even we were watching videos after we did it, and there was one of the videos the guy said he saw someone almost fall over. And it's like obviously for yourself or someone in your party it would be pretty devastating, but even just seeing someone
Yeah,
not and it doesn't happen very often, right? I think in total since the trail's been opened or commissioned there's been 18 deaths. People I guess who have fallen off. But just seeing that would be pretty devastating as well.
100%, right? Because
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I do think it's important that we do put our kids in situations where like their adrenaline's going or it could be scary or even ones like we talked about before about doing something that there's a good chance that you're not going to like succeed at it, whether that's like a really long hike or a run or whatever type of adventure race or something like that, right? And but you do see it like the younger they are, probably the easier it's going to be on them because they might not be scared. Like look at how many times you see those like tiny tots on a ski hill just bombing down,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because they don't have that concept of hey, when I fall, I'm not just going to break everything. Like you and I, we think, hey, if I take a huge tumble now, like I'm snapping something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and I think our kids are conditioned to either feel fear or not feel fear too, right?
Yeah,
So I mean, my son's a good example. He does maybe this isn't like the most applicable situation, but he goes into like his gymnastics classes not afraid of anything. He's doing somersaults, he's doing handstands, he's doing cartwheels, he's jumping off of things, and it's like, man, I was never me. Like, even he's a very cautious kid, but he's all in. Where me, I'm like very trepid about what I do, and probably the same thing. Like to your point, if you get them up there earlier, maybe they don't know they're supposed to be afraid of heights, right? I think a lot of
yeah,
that I probably took on from my mom. Fear of heights, fear of flying, you know, so if he's not exposed to that fear, then he's probably not afraid of those things.
yeah. Like that's an interesting way to take it, right? Is that foundation? Because obviously we're not just going to be born with, okay, Andrew, you're coming out, you're going to be afraid of this, right? And Josh, you're going to be afraid of that or dislike this. Because I'm not going to admit that I'm afraid of heights. I dislike them. I'm just more
Mm.
uncomfortable on them now, right? But yeah, so I do think that it's important that we do push them through that, right? As parents, because otherwise we're just going to have a bunch of scaredy cats running around. We don't want that. What's going to get done in the next generation, right? If we have that.
Yeah, but we don't need that. We don't need that. But
Now the elder generation is coming out. Everyone is so soft now. Look at this next generation.
kids these days, yeah, there's probably good exposures we can do before Angels Landing, though. I don't know if we would go right there.
Straight to that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just getting over a cough here. I did have one of those older generational moments yesterday at work when someone called just to ask for advice on dealing with something, and then about bringing someone somewhere. I'm like, yeah, but we can't bring them there. Like, they're a kid, right? He's like, well, no, like this person was born in 2006. I'm like, yeah, but that's and literally I just automatically went to, well, they're like 12, right? Like
Mm.
12 or 14. And he's like, dude, they're Josh, he's gonna be 20 here coming up in like 2 months. I'm like, oh my God, I did it. I did it. That was the meme. I and I didn't even mean to be that. It was there.
You just, yeah, that's okay. You assumed because the birth year was 20, it was, hey,
Yeah,
they're probably 6 years old.
100%. Like I didn't, and it wasn't even a question. I would have put a paycheck on it at the time if someone said that.
You can't. Yeah, exactly. Don't bring them
As we're getting older.
there as we're getting older. Um, did you buy the heavy kettlebell?
Not yet.
What are
I'm
you waiting
flirting with
for?
the idea. I don't even know what I'm waiting for. I don't even know. Right?
Your
I
heaviest
got a lot going on. Got a
your
lot going
heaviest
on. I
kettlebell
misplaced my
now
wallet.
it's
So
yeah, but it's an investment. It's an investment in yourself. Your
I
heaviest
know.
right now
My
is what,
so
50?
yeah. So just do the jump straight to 106 pounds.
That'd be a big jump.
It's a big jump.
It's
It's
a
a
big
huge
jump.
one.
I mean, I have one. I have 106, and I think initially it'll take some getting used to. So your range of exercises will be limited, but over time you will get used to it. And it'll open up. Like you'll still be able to do everything you do now. You just might not be able to do it for the rep scheme or the set scheme that you're
Yeah.
used to doing with your 50s or 40s or 30s, right? So I think it's a great stimulus. I don't know why, and I think I've said this before here. Is like it's only 100 pounds, but it feels way heavier, and it crushes me the way something like a heavy barbell used to. Like I put that thing down, and my body's shaking, I'm breathing heavy, and then it's like. But the nice thing is like I don't feel beat up the next day like I would have if I was squatting with a 225 barbell. Like I feel fine.
Yeah,
So it's like I get the
for sure. And that's the thing
stimulus.
is,
I get the stimulus of lifting heavy without the taxing of the body and the nervous system.
for sure. And I guess if you look in your mind, like if I can do a lot of one-armed things at 50, right? It is gonna still like it's a doable challenge to do the two hands at the 48 kg bell, right? So it's I don't know something about it. It's just like do I just start with like an 80 or go and do because like you said you hit the nail on the head, Dick. You're not going to be swinging it around, but you're going to be doing like deliberate movements, right? Like that's the one where like you're picking it up deliberately. You're making sure that you're keeping as best form as you can. And yeah, you might not be doing 10 reps, but you might be doing six. Or you might be
Mm-hmm.
doing fives
Yeah.
of it, and it's just going to change the complex, and it's going to build strength for sure as you're doing it.
So and that's what I'll do sometimes is like if the complex is calling for 10 reps, I'll do a couple sets at like the 50 or 70 that I have. And then it's like, okay, I'm going to the 100 pounder. But I'm not doing 10 reps. Like I'll do six or whatever kind of thing. And again, it's actually really nice to do heavy kettlebell swings. So like if you do see swings,
Yeah,
it's like 10 swings at 50 on a two hands, like it doesn't
yeah,
feel like you're doing much. Like you really have to like be forceful with the extension to feel it. But you don't get that opportunity to slack off at all with the 106.
No, no, not at all, man. Like that'll teach you 100%. It's in control.
Yeah,
You're just trying to control it, right?
requires total like Angel's Landing. It requires total focus anytime that thing is in your hands.
100%, man. No, I think I have to do it. I know I do. We just bought a little dumbbell tree. Came up to from 5 up to 25 pounds. Put that together for my wife, and then obviously gonna act like I'm never gonna use a 25, right? Like there's so many things you could still do with that. So yeah, our home gym is slowly coming together, just buying little pieces at a time. So I'm excited.
Expanding.
Expanding. And it's fun when you just get these like little fringe things, right? Like a squat wedge or
Mm,
like a little ab wheel or it's just something, right? That just it's one thing, but it opens up so many different variations of exercises we can do.
yeah, yeah. I
And we
think.
can easily turn that, sorry, you go.
Then you go.
Yeah, no, you sure? You want me?
Yeah, yeah, you go.
This is back into Dad's Who metaphor, right? It's just how that one variation, if you throw that in the mix, can just open up so many more things for you, right? Or so many more. I don't know what the word I'm looking for, so I'm gonna come to you because you'll say it with confluence, and people just agree with it. But you add one little thing into your routine, and the investment comes back to you like tenfold, right?
Yeah, you have more like you said, you have more variations. You have more ability to create and explore and do
Hmm.
something in a different plane of movement or range of motion that you've done before. And with that example is like I never had an ab wheel because I have one of those. I have a big exercise ball that I actually use for exercising downstairs, so I'll kind of do my rollouts with that. But in Vegas, they had the wheel, so I used it, and dude, I was sore. First day, I was like doing it from my knees. I was like, okay, cool. Second day, I was doing it like one knee kind of down and the other leg extended, and I was like, okay, good. And then the third day, I was trying from standing, and man, like the next day, like I was so torn up through the core, through the abdominals.
One of the ones where you're laying in bed, and you're just like you're trying to move over. You're just like, oh my gosh,
Yeah, it just felt like
that
I
one
had
hurt.
abs. Yeah, it just felt like I had abs, right? So, um, to that degree, it's like so you just don't have to add the big ticket items, the big sexy items. You can add little
Mhm.
pieces and open yourself up to a plethora of more movements.
And you know what? That is a lesson in life. You don't need to go out and buy the biggest, fanciest thing of whatever it is that you're into, right? You can just pick away at it and get small things.
Yeah,
You'll get to the big thing eventually.
I used to think kettlebells were lame, and now I have a podcast devoted to the swinging of them. Right now,
100%.
my next thing is probably gonna get an ab wheel. And then I do need something in between the 70 and the 100 pounder. So I'll probably get an 80, 85 pound kettlebell. Like the one thing I can't do or I haven't built up enough strength to do right now is going overhead with the 106. So I need that buffer where it's like,
100%.
okay, like let's get good at 85, let's get comfortable there, and then we can try going
Hmm.
overhead with the big cat later on.
Yeah, baby. I got to. I think my next one's going to be a couple of rubber mats, whether they're the interlocking ones that I
Mm.
can throw together and then wipe down, take apart.
I did the two big stall mats. So they're like I think 6x4.
Yeah.
I did two of those.
Yep. I know the exact one you're talking about.
Yeah, they're pretty thick. I think they're like an inch and a half. Or no, 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 they're maybe 3/4 of an inch. An inch and a half would be too thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for
Outrageous.
just yeah, yeah, they'd be like full on jujitsu mats, gymnastic mats. Yeah, they're good. They're good for the garage in the summer, and then also good for the basement in the winter, or even the driveway in the summer
Yeah.
too. I can just pull one of them out. So
Ooh.
yeah,
Just to assert the dominance as the alpha dad in the neighborhood, right?
just keep it going, man. Sun is shining. Bells are
So
bells are
sun is shining.
yeah, bells are
Bells have
swinging.
been flipped. You're doing some yoga today. Do you think today's gonna be a better day in the corporate world for you? Back to reality. Is it gonna be a better day?
Probably not in the corporate world, but I've made it my during my meditation, during my journaling reflection period today, I was like, hey, look, like I don't know. I literally wrote down, I was like, maybe today sucks too. And it's either like, here's your, you can either sit in it, which I think is actually okay too. You have to recognize bad feelings or live in bad feelings. Like it can't just be happy days every days. So
Yeah,
it's living the bad feelings, but talk about them and just let my wife know, like, hey, look, I'm feeling on edge. It's nothing you're doing. It's nothing you're doing, or I just want you to know, like, whatever I say or do today, like, please, I don't even know what's going on. I'm a mess in here today. So just trying to
yeah.
give myself grace and just get some understanding from them. But yeah, hopefully by the end of the week, everything kind of calms down and we're back. I'm feeling more integrated into the family patterns. But this talk has definitely helped,
Back
Josh. So I
into
appreciate
society.
that.
You know what, man? You're gonna get there. I know you are. One of the best dads I know.
Yeah, well, hey, it's like I was like I got to talk to Josh about this today because it's like I got to get out of the funk. And sorry to
Mhm.
sorry to slam this on you, but
No, I think
I'm
it's
already
good
feeling
because
a little bit better.
well, I just think it's something that's so common too, right? And then again too, like you're probably feeling a little guilty about it because yeah, you're back doing the things that your wife has been doing the entire time while you're off with the boys, right? But it was also important, and I know that you, when you're home, you're 100% home, right? So that's your priority. It's not like you're home and you're just there 30, 40% mentally. No, you're all in when you're there, right? And I think that's a big part for a lot of people is yeah, you can go on these trips with your friends. That's awesome, right? Girls trips, guys trips. But make sure when you're home, you're home.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean I was joking before when I said probably ruined it. Kids free trips just got ruined for me, but looking like you said, looking back on this trip in 2 months and 2 years and 10 years, it's like absolutely glad that I went and had to do it. Core memories, lasting, life changing events, right? Tackling a fear or whatever, just doing something epic. I'll forget about
And then
these.
catching up.
Yeah, I'll forget about these past couple of rough days. That's just the price of admission.
That's just life, baby. The price of admission, that's right. And now you know what to expect next time.
Yeah, yeah, right. Similar to how I had to get accustomed to coming home from a work trip and not depressing, but just like coming down from the high of like go work trip and now integrating the family life. It's like kind of the same thing, just a little bit different from a vacation.
Oh, for sure.
Good
100%, man.
good spot.
100%. And you know what? You'll go back to, oh, sorry.
I was gonna say good spot to end it. So you finish up.
I mean, like you'll get to the point where you're back in kid vacations, and you're like, man, I want to go back on a kidless vacation right now. About 7 minutes into a kid vacation, you'd be like, no, this, I'm going back to the other way, where I only worry about myself at the airport and not why is my kid's hand under beside the toilet bowl in an airport bathroom or something.
Oh, have I told you that story?
No, but I can imagine how great it's going to be.
Yeah, we were in. My wife was feeding our daughter in one part of the airport, and I had to go to the bathroom. So there, man, like, come on in with me, and I just got to hang out for a second. He again, he's terrified of the toilets that self flush.
Yes.
So I'm like, just on the wall of the urinals. I'm like, hey, just stand there, like, just stand on the wall. The wall's here, just so I can see him, right? I don't want him behind me and
Yeah.
taking off, right? If he takes off, I
Yeah.
want to be able to see that he takes off, kind of thing. And I'm talking to him, talking to him. He's talking back the entire time, like, we're chatting. And then he goes, Dada, what's this? And he's holding up
No.
the puck, the pee
Oh
puck.
God.
Dude. Dude, I think I stayed in the bathroom washing his hands for 10 minutes, and then I came back and I was like, I couldn't stop washing his arms. Like, just
Oh my
wiping
God.
wiping it down with the baby wipes, the hand sanitizer. Yeah, gross, right? Like, even I probably should have told that.
Oh my. Oh my
I
gosh. I'm panicking right now. I mean,
I
he's fine. Obviously, he's doing well.
and this is at the beginning of the trip too, right? So right away I'm like
Man.
sick. We're first stop is in the hotel to check in. It's the hospital because he's going to be breaking out with something. So
Something.
something.
Oh, that's amazing. You gotta save that one for a wedding story for sure. That is wonderful.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
I love it. I love that story. Never stop telling it.
Never stop telling
That,
stories.
now that is a good place to stop.
I think so too.
People can relate. People can relate to the terrifyingly gross things that their kid has accidentally, organically done and not knowing.
Not knowing,
100%.
yeah, just how gross that is, and that is the perfect example.
I love it. I love it. He was Andrew.
And this guy's Josh.
Yes, you got my name right. I love it. And together we are Dads who swing back into
Swing.
reality after our trips.
There we are.